Hi everyone! Films, books, articles, and other sources of information are trying to convey one simple message. Each person in this world is unique. And this is true. We're not going to question that statement. However, some people are slightly more unique than others.
Can you hear me?
Some of them inherited a talent or have a unique body, and some people had enough patience and persistence to develop their skills even without having any natural talents. In any case, such people are always in the limelight, shocking and impressing us with their skills. Today, you will see them. Let's get it on! Super Flexible Man. Our first hero is known under the nickname Human Mollusk in his native South Korea, and we'd be happy to tell you his real name, but alas, we couldn't find it. We only know he is a student from the town of Onsan, Gyeonggi-do Province. Just in case, please do not try to repeat what you see at home. The flexibility of our hero amazes even people who have dedicated themselves to perfecting their bodies for decades. What's his secret? Oh, it's pretty simple. Our hero has a very rare disease called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. This means that his joints, skin, and blood vessels are particularly flexible. Doctors say patients with this condition should refrain from doing tricks like that and be especially careful in the old age. But our hero is still a very young man, and his condition does not bother him. He is ready to amaze the world with his unique skills. Aaron Crow. When this man showed up on America's Got Talent last year, the jury asked him many questions like what was his name, how old was he, and whether he was excited to be here. The man responded to these questions with silence and a smug grin. No wonder very soon Aaron Crow earned the nickname Silent Mentalist. If you sincerely think that talent shows are boring and they, let's just say, could be more exciting, we strongly recommend that you watch Aaron's performance, because he managed to cope with an incredibly difficult task: to keep the entire audience on their toes throughout the entire show. And that's understandable. Not every day you can see one of the jury members about to be cut in half with a huge sword.
Oh my god.
Aaron Crow is an artist from Belgium who's not afraid to take risks. He became famous for his fencing skills and spectacular shows. Each time, Crow asks people from the audience to hold targets for him. He then pours hot candle wax over his eyes and covers them with bandages to make sure he can't see a thing. You can see what happens next.
Oh my god, I really cannot see.
It may seem that Aaron is putting people around him in great danger. However, his every movement is precise, perfected by hundreds of hours of training. So there's nothing to fear. Aaron Crow is in complete control. Stefan Wiltshire. When people are diagnosed with something that has the word syndrome in it, it certainly means a tragedy. However, sometimes these syndromes are not as scary and can even help people become famous. People with savant syndrome often seem stupid and slow to others. However, they demonstrate certain abilities far in excess of average.
Done, Drill Sergeant? Why did you put that weapon together so quickly, Gump?
You told me to, Drill Sergeant.
This is a new company record.
Stefan Wiltshire, for example, has an excellent memory and drawing skills. The boy said his first word when he was already at school. Teachers noticed he loved drawing, and therefore started taking away his art supplies so that he would be forced to learn to ask for them. Stefan responded by making sounds, and eventually uttered his first word, paper. Since then, Wiltshire has not given up his love of drawings. Several decades have passed, and now he is a world-famous artist who paints panoramas of cities from memory. Yep, you heard it right. Stefan has an amazing photographic memory. He can take just one look at the city from a bird's flight, flying above it in a helicopter. After that, he recreates the city he saw, up to a single window. By the way, Stefan was born in London. He is 45 years old, and he draws only with ballpoint pens. Jean Mackenzie Baldwin. Human life is a continuous search of who you are and what defines you. It's amazing that you can discover something new about yourself even if you are past your 60s. Jean Mackenzie Baldwin was born in Scotland. She is 76 years old. She recently had knee surgery, and she is diagnosed with arthritis. All this, however, does not stop her from being a real beast in the ring. An elderly woman was inspired to take up kickboxing by her son, who constantly asked her to join him for a workout. In the end, Jean agreed. and this turned out to be one of the best decisions in her life. The old woman enjoys boxing and kickboxing. Now her son wants her to participate in competitions to win a belt, but Jean is not interested in titles and awards. She says that boxing brings her great pleasure, and this is good enough for her. Also, sports help her cope with the loss of her husband, who passed away in 2013.
My name is Jean Mackenzie Baldwin. I'm learning kickboxing and boxing. I love it.
How do you feel?
Absolutely great.
Cade Lavelle. This story was published quite recently, at the end of September. A 9-year-old boy from the American city of St. Cloud, Minnesota was going to take part in the 5-kilometer race. He actually ran his first 1K race when he was just 18 months old. Of course, nobody doubted Cade has a promising career in sports ahead of him. However, at the beginning of the race, no one could expect what would happen next. Lavelle started to run slowly. The boy did not want to spend his energy too quickly. However, at some point, something went wrong. At the end of the track, where people had to turn around, there was a 10-kilometer sign. At first, Cade was confused. He thought that he had to run in the wrong direction, and now he'll be punished by his mother. There was nothing else to do, so the boy decided to run straight ahead, doubling his distance. In the end, Lavelle ran 10 kilometers instead of 5. And here's the most interesting part. The boy still came in first, not just in his age group, but first place overall.
On accident.
In St. Cloud.
Cade finished the 10-kilometer race in just over 48 minutes, and this might probably remain the most unexpected victory in his life. 7 Wade. Few kids deserved an honorable mention in the Guinness Book of Records. But what if we tell you that our next hero, a 9-year-old 7 Wade, earned this honor? He set a record last year. It all started when the boy found the YouTube channel of the Book of Records, which featured talented people. At one point, he saw a video with Eli Bishop, a man who can clap very fast. We mean really fast.
Rubbing my hands together. All right, that's enough of that. Oh.
Eli Bishop set the Guinness World Record with 1,020 claps in 1 minute. After seeing this, 7 decided that he wants to beat this record, and he did it. Now 7 already won the title of the fastest clapper in the world. In total, he clapped 1,080 times, which is 60 more than Eli's record. We even had to slow down the video so you could see the claps. Kane Tanaka. Sometimes, in order to become famous and break a record, you simply need to live. Doesn't seem too hard, right? But living for a really long time is an achievement not everyone is capable of. Kane Tanaka was born on January 2nd, 1903 in Japan. She is the oldest living person on Earth. Next January, she will celebrate her 117th birthday. Can you imagine that? There are no doubts about Kane's age among experts. The woman witnessed 2 terrible world wars. During the second one, she lost her son and husband, but she still kept moving on. At the age of 103, Tanaka was diagnosed with colon cancer. However, the disease could not stop this amazing woman. At such an old age, Kane managed to defeat cancer. Today, she lives in a nursing home in Fukuoka Prefecture. Her favorite hobbies are calligraphy and computing. Kane still has not lost her desire to live. She says she would like to live at least another 5 years. She openly shares the secret of a long life: loved ones, good sleep, and hope. Sarah Thomas. This woman is another proof that nothing is impossible if you really set your mind to your goal. Just a few years ago, Sarah Thomas, a resident of Colorado, found out that she had breast cancer. Such a diagnosis can frustrate anyone, but Sarah's illness and the subsequent struggle seem to have only made her stronger. In 2018, Sarah defeated cancer and completed her treatment, and in September of this year, she became the first person to swim across the English Channel 4 times non-stop. She dedicated her victory to all people who are struggling for survival. The swim was due to be about 128 miles, but because of strong tides, Thomas ended up swimming closer to 209 miles. Yes, almost twice as much. Jeff Hollis. The last hero of our video for today became famous in 2017. He took part in the Superhuman show, where he demonstrated his amazing abilities. The show got its name for a reason, and Jeff fit right in. His way to success also started with YouTube. He watched a video demonstrating amazing visual abilities. He left a comment saying he also has some unique skills. The producers of the show spotted it and invited Jeff to take part in the show. Everyone was shocked to see Jeff's abilities really were beyond comprehension.
Jeff, if you were able to spot a difference between the 2 videos?
Please tell us now.
About center eye level, and it's a taxi cab on the other. Up, left about 2 feet, down slightly right there.
This one is out in the other one.
Yep.
Let's see. Whoa! Crazy, man.
Paulus has stereoscopic vision, i.e., he can focus each of his eyes on different items. This means that he can, for example, look with his left eye at one monitor and with his right eye at another. He can spot even the slightest differences between them. He demonstrated this skill during the show. That's it for today. See you soon!